Hello, 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 and welcome to the Zant Zone. I am Andazant, and here we are, another weekend, another protest or two. The same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. How y'all doing? I'm Andazant, I'm your host, and I'm getting a phone call right now. Why would I be getting a phone call right now? Oh, probably because of the whole tablet thing. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, what a wild and crazy week. Derek Chauvin's been released. Things haven't blown up the way we thought they were. Hey Dragon, how you doing? How you doing? It's actually been kind of like the same old all week. It's actually been kind of light, I think. Tonight they're probably heavy, or they look kind of heavy. It is Friday night. Um, there's been a lot of back and forth on stuff, it seems. So we had Dak is back, who is back downtown Portland. He had his nose broken on Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Maybe it was Wednesday night, I think. And I know streamers have been ran out of the Portland protests this week. I believe Ninja and Baloo may have been ran out. I don't know. I know Ninja's down in Eugene tonight with the retarded boop troop. I mean the boop troop. They are sitting in the middle of the road down there having a show and tell contest. I don't know. But yeah. So far, not much. A little bit going on in Seattle, Olympia. A few things going, but nothing major. I'll go ahead and pull it. Oh, I also made some changes in case you guys didn't notice. I got kind of like the background's kind of like got some animation look to it and everything. I went blue with a lot of the. I'll still be green for like my my Twitch stuff, but for my YouTube streams and everything, I've got kind of like a blue effect to go with the thin blue line and everything. So, yeah, here we are, and we are Friday night. We'll do some picture in picture. We'll see how this goes.
Living in the mountains and along the gorge, sometimes
What sound is
feels
that
like we're
coming
swimming
from?
upstream. I'm Anna Williams. As a social worker, a teacher, and a mom, I know we need our leaders to lift us up. As your representative, I work to keep rural hospitals open and reduce the cost of prescription drugs.
I have no clue where that's coming
from.
from.
We guaranteed paid sick leave for working families.
Would you believe?
So I have advertisements going in the background, and I have no clue where they're coming from.
That's not to say I don't value.
What the heck?
I thought he ate pretty. Basically.
Alright, maybe that's what it is. I think I found it. Try this again. Alright, there we go. So here we are, we're in
Some Whose Lives Matter or something. I don't remember, yo.
Portland right now. Not sure where they're at. I'm missing arms? Yeah, I was missing arms in my full screen image. Earlier this week I had an odd pop up on YouTube for the first time since I installed NoScript. Never even heard of NoScript Wonder.
Have fun with that one, Kylie.
But yeah, my most recent, I turned those blue. Just a lot of blue and animated scene and everything.
No justice, no peace.
Hey, thanks for the sub. Austin Hamilton, I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Hey Crystal, how you doing? Oh, okay. So yeah, Southwest 5th. So if they're at Southwest 5th, does that mean they're down at the new... I don't even know where they're at. Are they down at the new, courthouse, maybe? I don't know. I have no clue. I see a Starbucks coffee there. Maybe they're just downtown Portland somewhere. My week's been good. I did some splurging. I ordered a... So Monday was my birthday, so obviously I have to order my birthday present. I ordered a new monitor. It was supposed to be in today. Wonderful Amazon Prime. And then I get an email at like 5 o'clock saying, "Oh yeah, UPS says it should be scheduled. It should be delivered tomorrow afternoon." I'm like, "What the heck?" Amazon Prime said it's been like in town for like 2 days now, and then they changed it up and claimed that it just got in town like tonight. So, thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Patriot. So yeah, I was looking forward to having my new nice ultra-wide 34-inch monitor. I don't know how that was gonna work with games and streaming and everything. It was gonna take me time to figure out, but I was looking forward to having that, getting that hooked up and everything, but it didn't work out that way, so I'll have to do that tomorrow sometime when it gets here. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, I don't know if my video card could run the monitor. I mean, I know it could run the monitor, but like if I play any games or anything on it like that, I don't know if it can handle that, because I have a 1060 GTX 1060 6 gig, and it can handle like my 1080 stuff, but not much more than that. So, and this monitor is a 3440 by 1440, and it can clock up to 165 hertz. So, I figured I better bump it up. So I got to look at video cards. At first, I wanted to get the RTX 3080, but reading online, it looks like those aren't even going to be in or available really until next year sometime. They said they're so short on stock that they expect them to be on short supply until sometime next year. So, well, might as well give up on the 3080 for right now. Let them be out, let them figure out the bugs in it and get that stuff fixed, and then maybe in a year or so I can do another upgrade. But in the meantime, what I did is, first I was looking at what was it, 2070, I think, 2070 Super or something like that. I can't remember. I was looking at one on Newegg, which Newegg I feel has really gone downhill. I mean, I don't really see any deals on Newegg anymore looking at it, but I ended up ordering a video card, and then I decided to just bite the bullet on Amazon, and I ordered like a 2070 Super or something like that. Or, yeah, I think it was 2070 Super. And I ended up just biting the bullet, splurging, and I ordered a 2080 Super, which is pretty good, other than like the brand new ones. So got some good ratings. That was supposed to be here Sunday, but then just like the monitor, it came back and said, "Oh, well, actually, it's going to be here Monday now." So we'll see. I'm not happy with Amazon. So yeah. So tomorrow I should have my monitor. UPS should deliver. I've got the tracking for it. And then Monday, hopefully at the latest, I should have my video card to put in there. But we shall see. I contacted Amazon to complain, and they said, "Oh, I personally apologize. Here's $10 credit." Well, if Amazon's going to ship everything late to me, why should I bother paying for the Amazon Prime? That has a few benefits to it, but if it's not going to save me any time or money or anything like that, it's kind of pointless to do it. And then I asked him, I was like, what's the point of putting a date on there that it's going to be delivered and then it doesn't? So all they can do is come up with excuses, and that's it. But regardless, sometime in the next few days I should have my new monitor and my new video card put in. Which you guys probably won't see much of a difference with it, but I'll see a difference. But yeah, so yeah, and it's, I mean, to pay $120 for the service, and like we use the Prime Video and stuff like that sometimes, but I don't know if it's really worth it for the $120 a year. I am getting a 2080 Super. It's the MSI Tri-Cooler, I think, something like that. It's an RGB MSI 2080 Super. It's got 3 fans on it. A lot of the reviews say super cool, low fan noise because it's got the 3 fans. So yeah. Like I said, I wanted to get the RTX 3080, the new video card, but reports are coming out that those are going to be in short supply until sometime next year. So, okay, well, I'll get this card. I'll splurge on the card and have something that will still be good for a year or two while they figure out the kinks with the new 30 series cards. But, and then my next upgrade will probably end up being a new motherboard and a new motherboard and processor. So I got a decent processor. I've got the 8700K, the i7 8700K, which it's not top of the line, but it's decent for what it is. It can keep up with a lot of stuff. But I'll probably eventually upgrade to the 10th gen, like the 10900 or something like that. Yeah, my monitor right now that I have the stream on, it's an LG. It's a 27-inch LG I got from Costco for like $2 something. Really good deal. It's 120 megahertz. No, it's 144 megahertz. 144 hertz. So, and how you doing? But yeah, so it's a nice monitor that I have, and but it's a 1080 monitor. So what I'll probably do is I want to turn one of the monitors sideways and put like the OBS and the chat and stuff on there. I just haven't decided exactly how I want to do it. Who knows? I might not even do that. I might just take both the 2 monitors from together, because I'm running 3 right now. But if I get the ultra wide, I might just drop down to 2 monitors. But the monitor I ordered is the 34-inch LG. It's got the supposed 1 millisecond response time. It's 144 hertz, clockable to 165. It's 3440 by 1440. But like I said, this one that I have right now, the main one, I wanted to turn sideways, but I might have to keep it straight just in case I start having issues with gaming or streaming or something like that. I might need a monitor that's straight that I can use. So we'll see.
ass up. Wake your ass up.
Always waking people up.
Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up.
So Dak in the middle, he's the one that broke his nose. Anything above 1 FPS is excessive. He said the night that he broke his nose that he doesn't consider himself media or press, whatever. He said he is a protester. Nope, I have not seen CJ. I think he's going back to Kenosha. I think he's going to be in Kenosha this weekend. Let's see. There's like some Kenosha fundraiser thing. CJ Media OC. He is live right now. Trisha Bartholomew's birthday.
Goodbye. What are you doing?
He's out promoting himself.
They keep posting that shit. She tells us to change it.
So he's at the Kenosha Brewing Company for
Scared of that clip? It's stupid.
somebody's birthday. And his reception sucks, so I'm not even going to bother putting it up. Ooh, that's a big woman. So I haven't heard back from the job interview that I had a week ago. I'm gonna reach out to them Monday and at least thank them for the opportunity. Who knows? Maybe they just haven't made the decision yet. And then today I had an interview. I'm not sure if they did. I know they did previously, but I don't know about recently. But no, I had another job interview today that I was going to call up and cancel. I actually called him and left a message because I did not feel that I was qualified for it. It was a logistics operations manager, so I'd overseen the whole operation of the facility here. And I did not think that I had the time and experience for that yet, especially for a warehouse, because I don't really have much experience in warehouse. But I went anyways, did the interview, and the interview went really good. They were really laid back. It all went really good. So out of like 50 candidates or whatever, there were 6 of us left. The rest of them, they didn't even bother with interviews left. So that's a good thing. And he said that there's people out there that have more experience than me, but I've got more than what they bring, even with their experience. So we shall see. Oh, look at all this chat. What am I missing? CJ's local in Kenosha. Didn't the police arrest a few? Yeah, I think so. Might have been the same night. Talking about. You see a girl that eats all the time was harassed the other night. Oh yeah, Katie got harassed. French teacher Katie. I saw like I don't know how I missed it before. Hey Dayways, how you doing? I don't know how I missed it before, but she turned her head sideways and I did not realize the size of her nose. Like her nose is like kind of narrow, but she went sideways, and we're talking like, you know that green witch from the Wizard of Oz? It was like, she looked like a completely different woman.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, watching the live streams. Yeah, I haven't watched much either. I mean, there was a little stuff going on in here or there. Yeah, you can't burn yourself out. It can be very mentally exhausting. I've been watching off and on. Hey, babe. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry you didn't get notified.
Yo! Leave him alone, man.
But yeah, I've been. That's why I kind of tried to cut the streams back to like Friday and Saturday, for two reasons. One, not to just completely get burnt out from it, but also to prepare for if I start working. Like this job that I interviewed with today is like a Monday through Friday job. Basically, it's 8 to 5, but I would probably end up being there from like 7 to 6. It won't stop after election. But the only way this stuff is going to stop after election is if Trump wins and he declares martial law.
We're here for positivity.
Someone already got him, so we can ignore his shit.
Yeah, so we're kind of back to Friday and Saturday. I did stream for a little bit. Some of you guys came on the other day after SEAL Team finished his stream, but it didn't last very long because there wasn't much that happened. Apparently there was a little bit of activity like later in the night when Ninja got, I guess Ninja got kicked out or pushed away or something like that. I don't know. But I think at least in Portland, it's going to go on for a while. If Trump is reelected, he's going to have to step in with Portland because right now, what's going on with Portland, so they just did some debates. I didn't see the debates at all, but recent polls has Sarah Ionerone leading Ted Wheeler by 11 points. And whereas at the primaries, he was leading her. So it's flip-flop. And now we have like two people out there pushing to do write-ins. Now, I'm not against write-in candidates, but right now, this election, I think write-in candidates right now are a very bad idea. And the reason I say that is because it's too close to the election to be trying to do write-in candidates. It's too big of an election to do write-in candidates because you have Worthless Wheeler versus Antifa Sarah. And at least Worthless Wheeler will keep control of the PPB and at least keep things somewhat stable. Whereas if Antifa Sarah gets elected, she has already said that she will give PPB to Joanne Hardesty. And as most of y'all know, Joanne Hardesty hates the PPB. She's been after them from day one. So if Sarah wins the election next month, in January when Sarah takes over, Portland's going to go up in flames because Antifa, BLM, all the left-wing liberal activists are just going to have free reign. More than what they have right now.
What's dots? Why do you want to see the dots?
I don't know how much the weather will really end it.
Yeah, but why? The dots are boring. You already
Because
seen the dots. It's just art, yo.
They went through the summer with blazing hot temperatures, with some really hot temperatures, and they made it through the summer. Wintertime, they can bundle up more. That provides more protection against impact weapons and everything like that.
No,
So, I think as the temperatures drop, it just creates more opportunities for them to put more protection on. I agree, Dubs. I would, if Sarah wins, I would recommend people spend the next 6 months trying to find their way out of Portland. Unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck here right now. I'm not within the city limits, so I have a little bit of
It's 6 feet on every
protection with
single one
that.
of your sides.
But
Does that make sense? This is just
Portland's a
fucking
major
coronavirus
city.
art.
It's a metropolis, whatever. And even though I'm not in the city limits, what happens in Portland affects my property
See what I'm saying?
because it's the focal point. But I've got too much family here. Here we go. Let me change that up. And I say 6 months because you have the election. They don't get sworn in until January, so it's going to be at least January before Hardesty has the PPB. I'm pretty sure that if Antifa Sarah wins, Hardesty's going to push even more. Saying, hey, look, I'm going to get it regardless. Give me PPB now. So that could persuade Ted to pass it along early. So I don't know. There hasn't really been any crazy riots. Wisconsin has, or Minneapolis has been really good at addressing them.
And a lot of people in
Was it Minneapolis or Wisconsin the other day we were watching? I think it was. I think it was actually Milwaukee. We were watching the other day.
A lot of the Patriots.
They did a peaceful march, and then after the march, some of them went to like one of the precincts. Whatever was gonna go to the precincts and protest, and the cops cut them off, and they gave them warnings. They gave them warnings. They said, "Okay, this is an unlawful assembly. If you do not leave now, you will be under arrest." Some of them left, but a lot of them didn't leave. So they said, okay, you are all under arrest. They had a group come in behind them, flank them, and they said, you're under arrest. Sit on the pavement where you're at. And they went through and then they arrested everybody. That's what Portland needs to do. But the problem with Portland is we have a progressive DA that was just elected by Soros. And so it doesn't do us no good because the police could arrest him for all they want, but if the DA refuses to prosecute, nothing you can do.
Boop, 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 boop. I need to shave my mustache. I'm starting to look French.
Snaggletooth. I wish he wouldn't do that. He does that. He looks like Predator. Yeah, they were doing some Wikitosha, whatever that place is called. They were doing some looting there the other night. I think they looted a gas station. A lot of it seems really quiet tonight. Surprisingly quiet. Eerily quiet, I guess. The Portland looks like they're at, is that Pioneer Square?
Stand up.
Yeah, I think they're at Pioneer Square in Portland. Yeah. And see, like, that's the thing. I have no problem with them protesting. I mean, protest all you want. You have the First Amendment right to protest all you want. But when you start affecting others, whether you're attacking their restaurants, attacking their tables, attacking them in their homes, harassing them in their homes, we don't get no sleep, you don't get no sleep, type of stuff like that. That is stupid and irresponsible and childish and should not be allowed. But yeah, there's a cult for governor thing going on. I didn't see the I didn't see the debate, the Washington debates, but I guess it was a really good debate. I guess Culp did really good. I guess he like blew Inslee like out of the water. Turn it down. You can't hear nothing. It's so loud. It's distorted. Messing up their figures. It's so bad. Wheeler and the Antifa lady. I don't know. I didn't catch that debate. I haven't caught any of the debates. I saw a little bit of the vice president one when Sergio was when SEAL Team was streaming it, and then I jumped on and streamed afterwards, and then nothing happened. But yeah, I don't think it's your speakers. It's the microphone that's getting all distorted at the event. The streamer's microphone.
It is happening. We the people are doing it. And we're doing it in a big way. Did you guys see the debate the other night? Can you believe this is the truth? That is the very first debate I have ever done in my life, and we did not do any practice debates because I didn't want to. But that just shows you a career politician.
So Inslee's still in the lead, 53-37 right now. But somehow Inslee jumped up 16, or he's up 16 points.
In the real world, a career politician has no idea what we're dealing with and going through every single day.
I think that's last month though.
I do, because that's who I am.
I'm trying to see if there's a new poll.
And he got a big dose of reality, didn't he? Yeah. What he's doing to us in our state is not going to happen after I am sworn into office. We the people are going to speak on November 3rd, and he is going to be sent packing. It is happening.
It's Olympia is it's a Republican. The guy talking right now is Lauren Culp. He's running for Washington State governor.
We're going to love him more after November 3rd. I can guarantee you that much, right?
He's becoming very popular.
I was born and raised in this state. I grew up in a small farming community called Chimicum,
But he's got a huge uphill battle against Inslee. Too many people in Washington are just like too many people in Oregon, or just like California. Like all from the same water. Lauren Culp.
It's a small mountain town in the northeastern corner, right up by Canada. And that's where I went to high school. That's where I met my high school sweetheart, Barb. And we've been married for 40 years.
I don't see any updated polls from it. But from what I've heard from people is that he was huge, whatever, and it probably made a big difference.
Do y'all want me to keep streaming his speech, or you want me to keep asking people more questions? Because I'm not really that interested in hearing his life story, but if you want to hear that, I can stay up there. It'll be in the background anyway.
You're not pressed then.
I went through drill sergeant school at Fort Leonard, Missouri, where I helped to turn civilians into soldiers. I was the honor graduate of the non-commissioned officer.
Can you guys spam the chat with different emojis and emoticons if you want me to keep interviews?
So this guy is the whole purpose for this event, and you're going to go around and try and interrupt people while he's speaking to try and do interviews. I don't think that'll go very well, dude. I think you might need to work on your journalism a little bit. If you don't want to listen to that, You go find the counter protesters or something that aren't paying attention.
Business working right out of Olympia, and I built that business up from nothing. And just so you know how nothing I'm talking about, I had one employee and a 1977 Datsun pickup truck that I bought from my grandpa for $600 on payments. Yes, I was very, very wealthy. But I was living the American dream. I was building my own business.
Yeah, it looks like it's, or Portland looks like it's starting to thin out a little bit.
For myself. I built that business up over
There's what, about
20 years.
maybe 30 people
I
there?
had multiple trucks and crews doing jobs all
It
around
might be
town.
50.
And then in 2010,
Not very big.
a job opening came open for a police
Eugene's been marching around. They've got the police following them around.
officer where she lived her entire
Probably
life.
just to keep them safe, I guess.
And I decided that I wanted to realize my childhood dream. You know, when I was young, I said that my dad was a deputy sheriff, and I had a lot of respect for him, what he did, and his friends that were in law enforcement. And that was my childhood dream, was to be a police officer. So at the age of 49, that job opening came open, and I told her that if I don't realize my childhood dream, I'm going to be too old pretty soon, right? And she said, well, you're kind of old now. But I applied for the job. I went through the police academy with a class that was about half my age. And quite a few of them.
Oh, look, Seattle's got a huge Black Lives Matter
I became a police officer, realized my childhood dream, and I've been a patrol
thing painted on the ground.
I've been a canine handler. I was a narcotics detective for about 3 years.
Hey, Cody, how you doing?
And for the last 4 years, I've been the chief of police in Republic. And it's very rewarding work, right? To protect good citizens and put criminals in jail.
So yeah, I have a feeling we might not have much activity tonight.
This garbage that we're hearing from the far left about defunding the police is the stupidest thing I have heard in a long time. We defend the blue, defund the blue. Are you with me?
And you're with who?
Independent media. I'm just
So I was
Yes, they did. Those might have already been set up there. They just took advantage of it. I don't know.
trying to give an opportunity for people to lift their platforms up.
I don't know.
a series of events started happening in my life. And
All right, have a good night, Silent. Thank you.
the Republican candidate, with your help, is going to kick James out of office.
I'll be over there.
So the one I interviewed for today, I should find out next week. He said he's got 2 other people to interview, and then his boss, he would contact his boss and tell his
got an
boss who he
interview.
thinks, and then his boss would
It made it against the law.
make the
Coming up in
decision from
about
there, and
1
he would come
minute.
out here and interview whoever's left,
Woman, the blonde woman right
and
Even at 10:20,
they would discuss it on like next Friday or whatever,
it was now against
and
the law.
that's when I find out.
I was asked the day after that passed if I was going to start arresting 18 to 21-year-olds who I saw with a semi-automatic rifle. And my answer was, no, I'm not going to do that because that would violate their God-given Constitution protected rights. And I took an oath of office to uphold and defend the Constitution.
I feel like we were able to connect a little bit though, because he's from Savannah, and so I was able to talk about Georgia a little bit, coming from down there recently.
Rule of law, about the Constitution, about what our founders went through, and about the Washington.
It sounds like his son might be Antifa.
And it is even more explicit than the federal Constitution. You know, we all know what the Second Amendment says, right?
He doesn't agree with it.
But Washington State is even more explicit than the federal Constitution. In Article 1, Section 24, it says that the right of the individual citizen to bear arms in defense of himself or the state.
Right. Seems like a really good opportunity.
That's pretty clear, right?
The pay is there.
You remember Brian James looking back in the debate? Yeah. He didn't like that very much. You see him shifting in his seat, moving his face. He didn't like being called out. I think he wanted out of there. Did you want it out of there? Let's put him out! So I knew that it was my duty to uphold that Constitution. You know, when you raise your right hand and you swear an oath, that's a promise. That's a promise that I wasn't about to break. I'm not going to violate someone's God-given Constitution-protected rights. And in Article 1, Section 1 of the Washington
People are not happy with me here. there are people who are looking at me like I'm some kind of spy.
Oh, you act like
I
one.
keep trying to assure people I'm with independent media. I just want to allow these people to have an opportunity to voice their opinions, and that's it. I even wore a denim jacket.
You even wore a denim jacket. What's that supposed to mean? You'll fit in with the conservatives if you wear a denim jacket?
This is really real life Among Us.
Did he watch like Footloose or
This is
something before he
seriously
came
real
out?
life Among Us happening right now.
I didn't know why that was happening. I didn't do anything to be in the forefront or to get any fame or be on the national news. I was just doing my duty. But apparently it made national
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it.
See, that's the thing. Like, I can full on lie. I can speak the rhetoric and just say I'm part of a company, but I want to make sure that no matter what, nothing I said here was a lie. Nothing I said here tonight. I didn't say I was like, oh, I'm actually.
But yeah, it sounds pretty good. It's like it's
I didn't say like, oh
it's
yeah.
logistics manager
I'm a
position, but
Jesus
basically
freak.
running
And I
the
go
facility.
to church and I love.
There's
I love our
multiple
troops.
of them across the
I'm not gonna
country,
lie
and
just
I'd be
to get a
running the local
soundbite.
one
I don't
here.
want to manipulate people like that.
And there's only like a
I said,
handful
I'm
of people that
independent
actually
media.
work
I said
there.
I want to ask them
Half dozen
questions.
people.
And if they feel comfortable,
They're
anytime
trying to expand it more with what they have.
Totally fine.
But
No pressure.
so they're on path of hopefully getting something that'll make it kind of grow a little bit more.
That
They've been
woman I
around for
interviewed
years,
last
but
was very sweet, misinformed.
the branch here is like the
woman
smallest one.
That I hope Jesus visits her one night and lets her know that her views
It's
are
only
racist. But that's
only
it.
65,000 square feet. I'd be in charge of the whole operation, clear down to cleaning services and or housekeeping services and trash removal and all that stuff.
As a speaker to Republican Party Wednesday dinners and sportsman shows all over this state. Every weekend I was going somewhere, speaking to citizen groups. And a couple months into that, people started asking me to run for governor. Now,
Oh man, if she saw the chat, it's over.
wishing that someday I would be a politician. Right? Who does that? Apparently some people do.
So I'm curious. I don't. Maybe you guys might be able to answer this for me, but these people on their bicycles, when they park them across the road, like they think they're like they think they're the police. What do they think their bicycle is going to do, blocking a lane for a car? Do they think it? I mean, is it like when they sit there and try and push on a vehicle and think that they're going to prevent a vehicle from moving because they're pushing on it? Is it kind of like that idea? They think they have this bicycle in front of them that it's gonna stop any vehicle that tries to drive through there. I don't. Anybody know? Accumulating authority. Oh, so they're wannabe fascists. They're anti-fascists that want to be fascists. I want to see it as body protection because it hits the bike comes down on you, you're crushed underneath the bike and the car. This dude in the top left looks like he's out for a run. He's got his jogging shorts on and everything.
The person I'm gonna interview is coming up right now.
The biggest mistake he's made, other than all the crap he's done to us, was go ahead and agree to do that debate. He's wishing he didn't. But there's several things that he has messed up in this state, right? We all know what they are.
Hold out here. Take your time.
I could stand up here for hours and talk about the crap he's done. But how about how
All right, interview coming up. Clear the chat. Clear the chat.
Revenue's down from the state. People are out of work. Businesses have been shut down that are never going to come back.
I feel like this is going to be more quiet than when the band's playing.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. Okay.
Do you want to just introduce yourself and tell us what you're running for?
Sure. My name is Marlisa Melzer. I'm running for state rep in the 33rd Legislative District. It's my first run.
What inspired the first run?
Taxes. Last year, the
My
state
OCD is getting at me with those
all
crooked
Democrats,
glasses.
raised our taxes by $27 billion. New taxes. I didn't know there was $27 billion
Yeah, I did.
in new taxes that were untapped.
Interview went good.
So this year they raised property taxes 13.7%.
The property taxes are high.
Property taxes are incredibly high. My property taxes have gone up about, and I live in the hood. I don't live in a fancy schmancy house.
Can you explain, like, what does that mean?
What, living in the hood?
Yeah.
A more depressed area. I don't live in a wealthy area. I live in a it was actually like an old military neighborhood when the military used to build homes for the people in the military way back when the 1930s.
Did you see that he tried to catch her?
So a lot of people in Washington State, Seattle, etc., believe that we have a lot of regressive taxes.
What?
That taxes aren't working for the working class people, the type of taxes we
they're
have.
not.
Do you believe in a wealth tax? Like
No.
a tax on the rich? Because a lot of the rich aren't really paying a lot of taxes right now.
I think the taxation should be fair across the board. And to... That's a tough one. Well, it's tough because I think everything should be fair across the board. But when you have somebody that's got enough write-offs, but if the little man gets the write-offs, if I own a small coffee shop, and I can write off all the things, why can't a big company write off theirs? If we're looking at constitutionality and fairness, I would like to say, I mean, it would be really to say, sure, tax the rich.
But what about folks like Jeff Bezos who aren't paying taxes? Is that someone that you feel like...
I feel like there's got to be a way to figure out that they should be paying taxes.
Revise the
Nothing else
tax
than
code.
taxes. I don't know how the big businesses get around that. I've not been in the legislature. I've not been privy to a lot of the information that legislators are privy to. So once I get in, I'll be privy to that, and I'll be able to do something
Got a
about
Proud
it.
That's
Boy
something
and
you'll look more into when you...
Oh,
Eugene?
absolutely. Oh, I want to audit every department. I want to check and see if the agencies and the programs that they have going on now are constitutional. Is it the state's responsibility to take care of all the things that they're funding? Because if they keep... I believe that the only reason our state legislature has not called a special session since COVID is because the only solution they will have is to raise taxes and likely push for a state income tax.
Do you believe we do
Some
have
guy
wealth
packing his
inequality
sidearm
right now?
there.
We have what?
Wealth inequality?
Shine the
Oh, I
light
do
in the
believe
guy's
we have
eye.
wealth inequality. Yes.
The guy in black
Who
in
do you think
Eugene.
it's affecting the most?
The people at down the bottom of the feeding chain. For sure. I mean,
Yep.
I'm looking at taxes and I'm thinking.
Look at him. He's
there's
standing
so
like
many
he's ready to
people
draw on him.
renting rooms and stuff in their
Dude's
own
no
homes
threat at all,
just to
and
try
he's
and
sitting
keep
there.
a roof over their own heads. And
Stupid.
so when the moratoriums are over with, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the number of homeless people that there's going to be. I'm getting goosebumps. And it's not cold out here. It's horrific. There's going to be so many people homeless. It's going to be, wow, it's like we're going to have to rebuild from the ground up. I'm
Hey,
hoping
streamers,
that,
let's go
Lauren
stream this
Cook
guy
makes it
that's
into the
streaming everybody.
Governor's mansion, and I hope I make it into the legislature so I can support him.
Do you think, do you think there's any chance the moratorium on evictions will get extended?
So this guy's doing this shots going for this place.
Yeah, Alan, he was threatening people, telling people watch out, and then going up close on license plates.
They don't say, oh,
Shut up.
oh,
You don't
can't.
you don't support the
I
moratorium?
don't know if you guys remember, but when Boop Troop, when Trey and Adam followed the two guys out
The
of
way they set it up, I don't support it.
the
I would
park
support
at the
it
Justice
if they,
Center,
if they were able to do that with
ran
the
the
banks
two
as well.
guys up
Tell
the street,
banks, you have to tack on the arrears to the back end of the mortgage.
several blocks up to
But you
405.
can't say something.
And then one
just
guy
like
was
you
sitting
can't
on the
say,
railing,
I'm
and
gonna
Adam
up
went
your
up and
taxes by
shoved his camera in
15.7%,
their
but we're
face.
gonna put a cap,
One guy
rental
pretended like he
cap
was
on.
gonna.
You can't,
Adam pretended like he was
you
gonna
can't raise
push the
rent
guy
more
over
than
the railing.
10%. like, wait a minute, you can raise.
That's funny. He went back, stood by the
mortgage
cops, and he
payments
knows none of the
by
streamers went over there
cost
to
of
harass him.
A roof over my own head, but I can't get compensated for that from a tenant. Why?
So you do believe that right now it's more of a hardship for the landlords versus renters?
No, I believe it's hardship all the way around. I think everybody's everybody's having a hard time right now.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, one of the solutions I heard to that is taxing the rich more, but I know a lot of people are arguing that's a socialist type of strategy. Do you think there can be like a middle ground on that?
I think not everything has to be done through the government. I think that there's a lot of social agencies, there's a lot of religious agencies, there's a lot of social justice organizations, there's a lot of organizations. Let me give you an example. BLM says that they have collected billions of dollars. So what have they done for the Black lives? They give it all to the Democrat Party. Really? Billions of dollars? You want the taxpayers to pay for a group of people that excludes other people? That's not fair. So I believe in fairness and equality.
And she lives in the hood.
I do think that's an interesting solution on like funding more social services to handle a lot of the problems that we have, whether it's helping out the houseless communities in our state. Obviously, we have an epidemic when it comes to that. What do you think about those BLM activists and advocates who are asking to pool those funds from the police department to fund those social services? Because I think there's an agreement on both ends from you and them
how it does that.
funding those social services.
Makes you disappear?
But they're
Sideways,
arguing
I don't like it.
that maybe we can take
Makes you
funds
sideways.
from the police department to put it into
Hey,
these
now I'm on
services.
camera. That stuff, I'll get
There's
kicked
a
off
reason
line for that.
why the police were funded in the first place.
They call that
There's
terms of
a
service.
reason why police were put in schools, because people were causing problems in school. It wasn't because the schools were all okay.
Oh, whoa,
it
another
wasn't
person.
because people were okay. When you've got thugs
I'm
burning
being molested
down
on my
cities
stream.
and looting and rioting, you need police. And they're saying, oh no, we don't want police. Well, I'm sorry.
Said,
I
hi,
have no
Mrs.
sympathy for
Andazant.
that.
Can you give me an example of that? Because that's pretty.
Camera's up
That's
there.
a pretty wild thing.
If you
that's
wave at the
happening
chat,
that I
it looks
I
funny.
was in Seattle when CHOP was going on. I mean, the people went up there and they.
Were you in CHOP?
I was
My
not in
daughter?
CHOP.
Because that's pretty
No,
brave.
my wife.
I was about to say that's pretty brave if you were.
Oh, I thought about it numerous times, and I thought, I'm 62 years old, I'm a white girl. If
I was a
something bad
stallion
happens to
back in
me,
my younger years.
Whose fault is that? My own. So taking personal responsibility, I chose to not put myself into that situation.
Mrs.
What was
A
your
in the
perspective
house.
on CHOP?
They always says you have a good husband.
You would have to believe
I
me if I
know.
told you what I really
Pretty
thought. But so a nicer way to put it is, I think it was a sham. I think the governor let the communities down.
What photo is
the people who
epic?
were living up there, oh my gosh, they were afraid to go in and out of their own homes. You can't do that. The job of the government is to protect the people. And if you don't protect the people, they shouldn't even know that you're protecting them. And I don't mean by policing.
Oh.
I mean by holding the grounds on the law. Looting and writing's not okay? Okay.
You talking about the
no
one
looting and
where
writing.
I was trying to
Stop it
escape in my
right now.
uniform? She was holding on to me?
Oh, but we want to, say our pieces. Say it peacefully. We're at a rally right now. There's probably half the people here are packing weapons. At least. That'd be my guess.
So the guy that was playing security and harassing the other guy is now getting into it a black guy. So are they kicking this black guy out of here at a BLM movement? What's going on? All those white people telling that black guy to leave the BLM march. Here we go. Blacks are not welcome at BLM marches. There's two black people there, him and the guy standing next to him, and they're kicking him out. Oh, sorry, there's 4. I see 4 now. I don't think she's black though. She looks more like she's Hispanic. I take that one back.
De-escalate.
Keep walking. De-escalate. De-escalation. De-escalation.
I'll slap the shit out of you, stupid ass bitch.
Not worth our
Stupid. Just stupid as fuck.
Not worth it. De-escalate. De-escalate. De-escalate.
This is a BLM march. What are you doing here, black man? We're trying to de-escalate, but he won't leave. And don't try saying that Ninja counts as another black man there. If anybody has seen any of Ninja's streams and heard him talk, he does not count. Hi, Kelly. I did find Barbara.
Nice. Hey, somebody call McDonald's and tell them to run me out of McChicken.
Little Adam sandwich right there.
Huh? A little Adam
Hey,
sandwich.
Crystal, the PO
Mayonnaise
box is
sandwich.
part. The street address is part of the
Wheat bread,
PO.
wheat bread mayonnaise.
So you put in the address and then the PO box number.
I'll get you a bottle of wine from 7-Eleven too.
Nice,
And with my points, I should have like $3 off.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hook you up.
Then get the $3 bottle of wine.
They also sell like nail polish at 7-Eleven, dude. I'll
She
get
was
you,
like
to
downstairs,
Manny
like
Petty, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
What the hell happened? Somebody that was in a car that wanted to leave
Can't
came
remember.
up and started yelling at everyone because he's blocking the way to leave in his car. And then he just started arguing and trying to fight with everybody.
Hey, Daryl. That's all you hear. That one girl, what are you doing? Are you trying to run commands?
They were built by the Chinese people and black, freemen. So I'm sorry, but all BIPOC matters. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Indigenous lives matter.
Yes? No, I haven't.
Indigenous lives matter. Indigenous lives matter.
Did he leave us?
People of color matter. 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 Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. People of color matter. People of color matter.
Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream, please.
I'm from San Diego, California, and the predominant language in that city is Spanish. Alright? So, of course.
I don't know if that worked. It seems to be broken. Hey, it worked.
Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter.
I don't know why it wasn't working on your stream. That one girl just keeps spamming my address. You're determined to get my address, you stalker.
The main street that goes through downtown Eugene. There's 7-Eleven over there. Everybody down there is turning around.
Yeah, I think you blocked me from adding that or something. Let me go in there and see if I can do that.
Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter. Black Queens Matter.
That would kill a baby cow. The banana's full of pesticides because it comes from Ecuador and so forth.
Bananas are killing
so the
baby
milk's
cows.
mucoid and takes down the immune system. Milk's for baby cows. Let's see, the banana, oh, and a maple bar. Maple bar. Sugar, genetically modified wheat, and toxic grease. And sugar. Really? You think that's going to help their brains function
Hey,
better?
look, that one girl
And
is watching
going to be building blocks for their bodies? It is
Live Now
not.
Media instead of
Do you
Andazant.
think the government should provide more funds to those schools who aren't able to adequately give their students nutritious meals?
How's everyone doing?
Say that again?
Do you believe the government should provide more funding to underfunded schools to
BANANAS.
be able to do things like you're mentioning and provide more nutritious meals to their students?
I think if we're going to have free meals in the school systems, which we already have, why not make it healthy food?
But where are those funds coming from?
I don't know where they're coming from. They're being funded now. They're probably funded by the legislature. I don't know whether the school district funds that.
So you do believe more funding should be going towards the schools?
More funding?
Yeah.
No.
To be better, to be able to do that, like.
No, what I'm saying is that they already provide that. In fact, even during these lockdowns, many of the schools have been providing breakfasts and lunches to the students who would otherwise be there, but they can't, so they can go to the school, do drive-through or whatever. Some of them did drive-through, some of them did show up in person.
Yeah, that one
pick
girl
up
is
a
still
lunch
not
from the
working for
table
me.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
I went into
So
your
the
chat and I
children
tried
still
adding it. For some reason,
how
it's not
that
working.
funding works, I don't know. I have not been privy to that.
I think a lot of that is coming from the education fund, and a lot of that is coming from the government.
Well, and that could be, but see, I'm also a proponent of school choice. So if you've got a child and you want to homeschool that child, the money should follow the backpack. Why shouldn't you get that money? Why should the school district get it? Oh, because they're such a big entity and they need it. Well, if the kids aren't there, why do they need it? Why are they building schools now?
What do you think about Trump ending the stimulus talks? Do you think people who are struggling during this crisis because of what you're describing as a lack of leadership, which I don't disagree with, should be, the government should reach into their pockets and provide more financial support, like another stimulus check?
Actually, no, I don't. I don't think they should get the extra stimulus. I will tell you this. I wasn't working a regular job, and I didn't get a $600 stimulus. I got $1,200 total for the whole thing. I'm a senior citizen. I get $455 a month in Social Security. That's what I get. That's
That one girl.
anything.
Go to your channel,
have-
go to the chat on your channel and test it.
I'm able to provide have a roof over my head and food on my table. But it's a struggle. And part of the reason that takes me back to the taxes again. Don't tax me out of my home. Don't tax you out of your home, whether you're renting or whether you're paying for it, because anytime you're a landlord, whether you're in an apartment complex or anything else, their property taxes go up, you can bet your rent is going to go
Yeah,
up.
she's on top of all of
Do you
it.
feel for the people who are losing their jobs right now through this crisis?
Horribly. I think Inslee handled this horribly. Horribly. And I've been accused of wearing a tin hat, but you know what? I'd rather wear a tin hat than have blindfolds.
Do you believe in an income tax? Because we're one of the places that don't have one.
I believe that we need taxes.
A lot of billionaires move here.
You have an
because
income
of
tax, you just
our
don't have a
regressive
state tax.
code.
I believe that we should have taxes. We have to have taxes.
You have a
On
federal
the
income
state
tax, you
level?
just don't have a state
How
income
to do
tax in
that?
Washington. But you have
That
sales
will have
tax.
to probably
Oregon doesn't have
require
sales
things
tax,
to come up with some things
Oregon
that work
has-
for
So you do believe in
State
taxing
tax.
the billionaires?
but I'd rather pay
I'm
sales
not gonna go
tax
that
than
far.
state
I believe
tax.
that everybody should be taxed equally.
Right, and right now the
Just
billionaires
Oregon,
are
you
definitely
lose like
not
10% of your check.
Because I agree with you. But I don't think.
If you make hardly anything, and
The more you make, the more you
10%. I know it's way higher than
pay
that.
out.
But if you were taxed at 10%,
I don't spend that much
and the billionaire's taxed at
in
10%,
taxes.
You know how much money that billionaire is going to put in for their 10%? It's going to be a lot more than your amount total. But
I
they're
am
bringing
not,
in more.
and you're not
But
the
10%
first
is
person I've had to
fair
tell that
across the
to.
board.
So you do believe they should be taxed at least as much as us?
Oh gosh, yes.
Percentage-wise, not amount-wise.
Yes.
And so you don't agree with them not being taxed right now. So you do believe in a wealth tax.
I don't know that I'm calling it a wealth tax.
I'm not sorry. I don't mean to put a name behind it. I'm just talking about. Do you believe in taxing the rich?
Demi Moore God.
I believe they should be not taxed separately or in excess. I believe they should be taxed equitably to what everybody else is being taxed. Yes. And I don't think that they should be able to get out of it. But our laws right now, just people are up in arms about, oh, Trump only paid $750 one year.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that the government screwed up a long time ago. When they set up the tax codes, they set it up so he could do that. He did it legally.
Yeah.
So, and Amazon, I heard that they got a tax rebate. Not only did they not pay any taxes,
That's
but
why
they got
so
a
many of these
rebate.
big
How does that
corporations
even
don't
happen?
pay
You don't pay
taxes
you
because
get a
they
rebate?
know
Something
that
you didn't pay for?
they have people
happen? I don't know.
that have studied the tax laws that know what they can do, so they take advantage of those tax laws. Do not pay taxes. Now they may pay in other ways. So like, let's say they donate $1 million to
You work hard. You know,
some
my
fund,
rudest
BLM,
awakening, well, not my
whatever.
rudest, but one of my rude awakenings.
Well, they can take that as a tax write-off. That's $1 million they don't have to pay.
I always want to make my own money. I got my very first job
So in
the
a sense,
day I turned 16.
they might not be paying taxes, but how much have they donated?
And 2 weeks later, I got my first paycheck. I made $1.60 an hour. $1.60 an hour, and I had every penny accounted for. I knew exactly what my check was going to be. And I got my check, and there was money missing. And I went to my boss, and I said, I worked this many hours, and at $1.60 an hour, I'm pretty good with math, but my check is...
She lives in the hood, and he wants to talk about wealth tax.
You mean they can take the money that I earned before I even get a chance to see it? I have zero say over it? They just take it? I'm not okay with that. But that's, you know, I didn't know about taxation at 16.
In case you didn't notice, there's the Antifa BLM sponsor there in the top middle screen.
You put your blood and sweat into it, and they just take it from
This
you?
protest is
No.
brought to you by 7-Eleven.
I see why we need tax. I understand that. I get that. But I think it's too much. The surplus, the excess that they taxed us last year when they taxed us $27
It looks like
million,
Portland is all done for the night.
we had a surplus. They didn't need to do
Or
that.
DAC is back,
It's
at
just
least.
give us more and more and more and more. We are going to bleed you dry. Wouldn't you like to be able to keep more of what you make? And you choose what you want to do. And if you want to donate it to a cause, donate it to a cause. Then you have say over it. You have control over it. If you want to donate to a homeless organization, well, why are all these people donating to BLM that's just going to the Democratic Party?
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I just don't want people to get confused because I think you're making very interesting points. So you do believe that people should be taxed equally,
yes,
but you don't necessarily believe those tax dollars should go to things like free health care.
Okay.
That's where I'm kind of confused.
Okay.
Hey Matthew, you related to
The
Tyson?
monies can go where they're constitutionally
Yeah, where's the money going?
mandated to go. I don't know. It all goes to the general fund. I mean,
Where do you believe the money should go?
to provide essential services that whatever's constitutional for the people of the
But is
state.
healthcare not one of those?
Pardon me?
Healthcare is not one of those, though.
Healthcare is not. Healthcare is not the job of the government. Do people need healthcare? Sure, people need healthcare. But a lot of that's why they have a lot of businesses provided that came up as perks. And years ago, I saw a bill from when I was a kid, when I was cleaning after
So
my
that's why I
parents
liked
died, cleaned out their
a
garage.
couple elections ago.
and
Who was it? Herman Cain?
I had a
That had
dental
the 999.
filling for $4 when I was like 12. Now, granted, that was a lot of years ago.
Everybody should be taxed the same. It
$4,
shouldn't
even
matter
then.
how much money you make.
When they
Everybody should be
created
taxed the
HMOs,
same across the board,
that
same
jacked
percentage
the
across
cost
the
of
board. So
healthcare
naturally,
hugely.
if you make
Now,
more
on top
money,
of that,
you're
they
gonna pay
poison
more in
everything we eat,
taxes.
drink, and
But
breathe.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't pay 35%
They genetically
compared to somebody's
modify-
5% just because
They
you
genetically
make a
modify
certain amount of money.
and hybridize our foods, and they spray.
They need
do
to clean that up, and then
geoengineering in
they
the
need to
air
clean up all the loopholes.
and dump things like aluminum and barium on us. It's not okay.
Maybe keep the donation
what does that
stuff in there, but
Do you believe
adjust
people
the
who lose
tax
their
write-off
jobs,
that you can
their
get from it.
employers or former employers should be still paying
Find
for
out
their
what all
healthcare
these
if
corporations
they
and
have to let them
everything
go
are
through this crisis?
getting these tax write-offs
I
for
don't know
that
that you can make
are
like
preventing
a
them from
statement
paying
about that across
taxes
the
and
board because you've got
close those
small business
loopholes.
owners. If I owned a small business, I had one
Oh, but that would
employee,
take money out of
and I was going, you know,
politicians'
I was struggling. I
pockets,
got
wouldn't
shut
it?
down in the pandemic, let's say. Okay.
Right, but exactly. So you being a small business owner, you being able to provide, but because of this crisis, this economic crisis, or because of the pandemic, you have to let go of your employee. Whose job is it then to provide healthcare for that person?
I believe it's that person's responsibility to figure out their own life.
But they lost a job that they had through you because of the crisis, right?
I understand.
But you don't believe that should suddenly be the government's job to get
Okay,
it.
so let's back up again. I am of the firm belief. I haven't forgotten what happened at the very beginning, and what happened at the beginning was during the Obama administration, there was a lot of money, millions that went to the Wuhan lab in China, and
Kelly,
the
I don't
Gates
think so.
Foundation has invested into a company called PureBright Institute, and PureBright has a patent on the coronavirus. You can't have a patent on a naturally occurring virus unless you've altered it. Then it was released. So let's go back to personal responsibility and who started all this bullshit in the first place. The Bill Gates, the Fauci's, the Obama administration. Let's look to them and say, hey, you guys started this.
Yeah,
you guys
I
did
don't know
this.
enough about
Take care of
the
it.
taxes
Oh,
really.
no, we gotta
I mean,
okay.
like,
That's
I'm sure
history.
there's reasons
We
why
can
the
cover that up
9%
now.
flat rate
We just have to go
across the
forward
board
from
isn't
today.
good.
No, Bill Gates has got enough money to take care of everybody,
But
everything for everybody.
if you're not
and he's not
fluent
all he
in
wants to do
tax
is
code
get
and everything like
vaccinated
that,
and put a wallet in our
don't really
tissue.
know what's good and what's not.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, sorry, there's something weird about my phone. Okay, I fixed it.
Looks like we lost a couple.
Are you less worried or more worried now with COVID?
I am worried every day. I wake up with a gut ache every single day.
What about the virus itself, health-wise, or are you more worried just about the economy?
I take care of my immune system, and there is no frickin' pandemic. There never was. People got sick. They smeared stuff all over the place. People got sick. They let it go in nursing homes where people were very vulnerable. They didn't give a damn about the people in the nursing homes. They kept them open. And what happens? I lived with somebody who had emphysema, stage 4 emphysema. How to keep people away from her who were sick. I had a little device in her room, a germ buster, an energetic device that sends out frequencies, and it will blast bacteria and virus and pathogens, okay? Kept her well. She'd stay in her room. Or she would wear a mask. That was her option. This was way before the pandemic.
I think
This
Trump
was
is
the
just
last
buying
7 years.
time, trying to get through the
I
election,
never
buying
said,
time,
you shouldn't wear a mask.
and then as soon as he's
She felt the need
reelected,
to do that, so
is
it was
just
like,
gonna
I
blow
supported
up.
her in her choice.
I think
She chose to
I
do
think
that.
there's a lot of
Okay.
stuff that's
So
sitting on
people
hold
get
right
sick,
now,
people
just
die. It
waiting for
happens.
the election
We don't have
to be over
copy
with.
right and left. They're not telling us. There's so many false positives. There's so much. This is political.
So you do believe the
She's
virus
a
is
Norman.
dangerous?
He's running
I
for
believe all
as
viruses are
a
potentially dangerous.
for a
All pathogens
representative
are
position
potentially
in Washington. I'm not sure which
But to what
district.
degree? Are we going to stop living our lives? Are we going to
44th
destroy the
district or
economy?
something,
Are we
maybe.
going to have children walking around saying, acting like they're sick? Massive for people with weakened immune systems.
I think blown up
Children
now
walking
would
around, they
create
don't
too much
even know.
disruption
coronavirus
going
that I
into
have
the
to wear a mask,
debates
Mommy?
or going into the election.
Really?
Hey, Carolee. Why is he zooming in on her mouth? There it is. There she is. Vote for Marliza for Washington. 33rd, not 44th. Legislative district.
What do you have for stream time?
L, so that means she's a libertarian. She's not Democrat or Republican. Looks like she's a libertarian. Isn't that what that L is
Same,
for?
I'm 227.
Or is it L for loser? I don't know. Super lockdown.
She said all lives matter.
Are you in California? Fort Washington. Oh, Washington State.
Yeah. He even said it quiet. She's like, The little girl that was doing the chanting on the microphone, she was like, all lives matter. Thank you, David.
Out of the streets and into your jobs. Out of the streets and into your jobs. Out of the streets and into your jobs.
Down here.
See what
No matter what you
racist
believe
Kevin
in
has to
out
say.
there, throw some love up in the channel, whatever group you're in, whatever page you're on, wherever you're watching this, throw up a couple hearts just because you have the capacity to love someone else. Just that simple love. That simple love. Hey, I want one! Up here! Perfect! So yeah, I just got hit in the chest by a pig. Oh yeah, they're handing out pigs down here, dog, and dogettes. Oh yeah. You guys love that shit, don't you? Yeah. Hold on, let me get this. Yeah, alright, I'm done.
I need to get 1,000 subs, Maple. So once I can get up to 1,000 subs, then I will get those super chat buttons. But until then, I'm stuck with either PayPal or what's this one here?
What do we do now? This is a war. We're gonna take her down.
Cash App.
I think this is
Cash App, yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's what I need everybody to share. But I also need to get small clips on there too. I'm gonna try and use the gaming when I do the gaming to get clips of the gaming and put on there as well.
I am a pretty dedicated person to help society, mankind, humanity.
You like how I did mine though? I customized it so it had my name on the bottom.
Matter over Black Lives Matter. It's like whatever people believe in.
Rather than doing like the little images or whatever, I cheated and put my name on there.
You're not like picking one side or the other necessarily.
I think BLM is like the biggest racist organization on the planet right now. The divisiveness.
She said the thing.
Blank lives matters. Fill that blank with anything. Right now they fill it with BLM. That in and of itself creates divisiveness.
So what about like blue lives or all lives?
Blue lives are speaking about the police department.
You guys think I should grow my goatee out like this?
Differences for them. It's about being
You're gonna have it kind of like split.
You don't believe that's divisive? I'm just curious. According to your, like putting blue in front of lives matter, according to your definition.
they're putting Blue Lives Matters in there to show that, because these people who say Black Lives Matters want to defund the police. There's a reason we have police. I wanted police around as soon when I heard about the CHOP thing.
Get Steve on it. Who's Steve?
And get my dog.
Freight broker?
Somebody in my household likes the dog in their room. I said, not tonight. I said, we got thugs. They're burning down,
Udders,
the city. I said, I don't feel safe. I want
you live in Seattle?
You can milk anything with nipples.
City limits. I live. My district is not in Seattle proper.
How did you prepare?
Oh, see, that's the thing with like because like subs are in YouTube are like follows on Twitch. So like anybody could sub. They don't necessarily have to come back and watch a channel or anything like that, or be on the live streams or anything like that. Anybody can sub.
Disparities between libertarians and Republicans. A lot of things.
That's why you can have like what they have 35, 40,000 subs.
You got high and hid in your room.
And have 2,000 people watching.
At night to help me sleep.
Oh, it doesn't make you high?
Well, no, I gotta let the dog out. The wife locked him in the room again.
But it's like I'm not walking around going, "Hey man, peace, love." I'm just at home.
Yeah.
Trying to. That's how I wind up. That's my nightcap, if you will.
What's your dog's name?
Partner.
I'm sorry?
Partner.
Partner. Oh my God.
Hello.
Your campaign
My name is Inigo
You have a dog
Montoya.
named Partner. You take
You
weed
killed my
oil
father.
to hide from Antifa.
Prepare to die.
I'm not hide from Antifa.
What?
I take weed oil to quell my
Day waste. Thank you very much for that 10 donos.
My gut will ache because I'm worried about what's
Thank you.
going on. So I take the weed oil. It calms me down. It relaxes. It helps. It slows down. My brain isn't racing anymore, and I can go to sleep. So, and getting high. I don't do it to get high. That's one of the side effects, if you will.
Did she just say that she's a pothead?
So you don't support just so your platform's clear. You don't support Black Lives Matter because putting black in front of lives matter is divisive, but blue is okay because it's supporting the police, and all is okay because it's everyone.
What they're doing is they're saying blue lives don't matter, and so in contrast, that they're saying, you know, if I said, you know, you're a douche, and you say, I am not. I'm, you know, this. You know, whatever.
Can I spot you $10?
Just
sure thing, Kelly.
Advocate.
I got it right here. Come get it.
Black Lives Matter people saying Black Lives Matter because they don't believe Black Lives Matter, the same way you're saying blue lives.
I'll spot you 14. I'll get you
Do you know that there was a group
Phasmophobia? You can go play some Phasmophobia with me.
People who went out in front of an abortion clinic and started chalking out Black baby lives matter. Because they say all Black lives matter.
Where do you go to
what
cost
about
me
the
a
babies?
dough?
Now you can do post-term abortions. That's actual murder. That's if we can have post-term abortions.
Exclamation point donate.
Well, why don't we abort Nancy Pelosi? Right? If you could be an hour old.
What does that mean?
If you can abort a child, call it abortion, that when you murder a child who was born alive because of a failed abortion, and that child can be killed.
No, not yet, Kelly. I had another interview today that went really good.
At what age can you no longer kill that baby? When they're 80 years old?
I'm going to call the first one, or the last one,
so you're saying
Monday to follow up and to thank them. And then
what is your,
the one I had today went really well.
What is your litmus test on a
I should hear about that next week as well.
Zero. I'm pro-life.
No. I meant like when do you feel like is
the one that I had today was,
have an abortion?
I think, would be a really good opportunity. The longevity of it's kind of hit and miss.
So when I was seeking endorsement from the Libertarian
but I think it'd be a
Party,
really good experience for
one of
me.
the questions they asked me was, what stand do you have?
Well, I was looking
that
at
you
like
think that we might disagree with?
production supervisor, but the one today I went to today was for a logistics manager,
Which I
basically
agree
running
with
a small
for the
warehouse
most part. But when you
for
have an abortion,
corporation.
you're not counting the baby.
They have a small
And the
warehouse
baby is a
here in
human
Portland,
being.
and
Human DNA, it's irrefutable.
I was
You can
concerned for
pretend that it's
my
not
lack of
true,
experience,
but it is
and they said they weren't necessarily hiring based on experience because there was people that they passed up that had a lot more experience than I did.
I
They
saw
were
it.
hiring based on
to it.
personality.
It was a human being. It was a human
And
life.
They said based on my resume, there was stuff in my resume that they liked. That hadn't really nothing to do with like actual experience for that job.
You have a crisis. When I had my first child, I didn't know how to take care of a baby.
Did you have health care?
Did I have health care? I actually did not.
Do you believe you should have had health care?
No, but I was thankful that I did.
Well, you did.
I
have
get my
health care.
unrestricted poll.
Oh, sorry. I think you just said you didn't have health care.
Well, I was on the poor people's plan.
Born on live.
I went through DSHS.
But, so you do support that?
The program was available. Trump, the tax thing.
No, this facility here, I think it's got like a it's only got like a half dozen people that actually work at this one here. The warehouse is like 65,000 square feet.
Yes, I did.
But and you're glad you had that.
You'll teach me the
I sure
poll.
was glad I had it.
But you don't support it now.
Got a poll for you to dance.
It's not about now or then. If it wasn't
anyways,
available then, I would have gone a different route. I don't know what route I would have gone. I would have probably gone to my mom, to my dad, which is another reason to keep
Michael.
family ties. With, people say, "Oh, screw you. I don't like you anymore."
It's really small. They're trying to grow. They were actually considering closing down this one here, but looks like it actually might grow a little bit. Might have to hire a few more people.
So what do you do then?
But I would basically be in charge of the facility,
I can lean on the government.
overseeing everything. Clear down to contracting, housekeeping, and trash pickup. The Zant poll.
What about those who don't have a family and was lucky enough to be in a situation like yours, who had DSHS and access to health care? Like, what if they don't have places to turn like that? Where are they gonna get the health care?
Well,
I was doing some research on like the word Andazant, because it's something I just kind of came up with years ago. I don't even know where it came from.
But if you were
but there's like not really anything out there that defines Andazant. I found like Anda.
You want to make it unavailable.
Anda is a
want to make it unavailable.
like a Brazilian. I think it's a Brazilian tree.
Trying to put me into one camp or the other.
The type of like eucalyptus tree or something like that. And Zant is
just leave a whole bunch of people. You have to,
yeah.
you have to
If you go to my page andazant.com, there's a link to the merchandise there. Day waste.
Can I just show your sign one more time just to promote it? Okay,
Is she bothering you, sir?
She is doing an amazing job.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually taught me a lot for free. I'm very thankful.
Good.
Sorry, I'm just gonna show the sign real quick. Is this? Are you almost?
But I've been trying to come up with like a logo. Like right now, like kind of like my little logo thing is just like my the A with the underline on it. But that's like just to kind of coincide with the underline Andazant.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Maple
You
Cove.
killed my
Thank you,
father.
thank you, thank you.
convinced you over the past 4 years?
You know, his actions and what has
How do I
happened in
redo that?
America before COVID and all of the wonderful things. And even during COVID, he's handled it the best that he possibly could.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
That he has.
You killed my father. Prepare to
I do
die.
not like pedophiles. I don't believe in, you know,
What the heck?
having sex to work your way up to the top.
Alright, man, Dakota, I'm sorry I didn't play that.
Bad.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that.
Actually, one of
figure
the
out
biggest
why it's not working.
critiques, because I want to do the good and the bad on Cope as well, you know? One of the biggest critiques on Cope was when he was a police officer.
Anyways, thank you
he
for
didn't charge the
purchase.
Or arrest a man who was being accused of child abuse and child molestation.
Well, it said the Inigo Montoya part, but it didn't say the he had
From what I've heard,
a note with
even
that.
though he's the chief of police, that doesn't necessarily mean he was the
Unless
person in
it
charge
wasn't
of
put in
all
the text to speech part.
I think that
Was that just a note inside it? I don't know.
so much as a police chief, you know, and with his abilities. I mean, if he's not on a case, you know, even though he's a chief, that doesn't mean he's necessarily involved or, you know, has the ability to, you know, say something or make changes. And so, you know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, don't want to see Cope win. And a lot of
I believe the department that Cope was in was a pretty tiny department, right?
Right.
Don't you feel like the buck stopped with him?
You know, I don't know the whole story.
You guys rock. Thank you all so much.
Ultimately, he is the
What
head
in the
man.
world is going on in those little streams?
So whatever, you know, he was able to do or whatever
I got woke up there?
was, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one who can make it, you know, change those things that may or may not have happened. And so, you know, whatever accusations are out there, you know, if he says it's not true, I believe him. You know, and so, you know, it's one of those things where
We're running out of streams.
you really have to look at the person's integrity and, you know, what they're really all about. And I know that, you know, Cope is a stand-up guy. You know,
Eugene's like the only place streaming right now, pretty much.
he's not a
Eugene, Seattle.
which is awesome.
I've only got one stream in Seattle.
Just like Trump. Trump's not a politician, so
Portland's done for the night.
to see what's going to happen, you know, after November 3rd, and you know, come Inauguration Day, January 20th, I think we're going to have a brand new America. You know, with Trump, and then definitely with Cope here in Washington State, things are going to change, and people are going to thrive and flourish. You know, in so
If
many
Cope
different-
wins and Trump wins, you're here.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
staying.
Yes, I will stay.
What if they both lose?
Change it up a little bit
God
here.
forbid.
Right. Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to go find myself a bunker or run to the hills, you know, because if the Democrats win, our country's done. It'll be done and over with. We will look like a communist country, you know, and America will be done and over with, you know, and so.
You're anti-fascism.
Right, and don't get me started on Antifa because they're not.
That is a little confusing because isn't their name
So, yeah.
anti-fascist?
I'm gonna look into that and try and figure out why the text to speech isn't working. It's bogus. That's a ripoff.
They are the fascists, even though they say they're anti-fascists. You know, it's.
So you believe they believe in fascism?
I should refund the money. That way you guys can try it again tomorrow night.
Yes, and so that's the thing is.
Try and get it fixed by tomorrow night. And I can refund the money. You guys can redo it.
Words, whatever they want to do, but the reality is, based on their actions, they're fascists. You know, because they hate America and they're trying to destroy everything that's good here, and we're not going to put up with it.
So no one Antifa. I'm not surprised at that. What about Black Lives Matter?
You know, Black Lives Matter movement, it started out really awesome, and then Antifa infiltrated.
You supported it in the beginning?
You know, I have a daughter who's black, and so I understand what, you know, what it's all about, but the BLM organization itself is a Marxist organization, so I do not support Marxism. I support black people, I support white people, I support Chinese people, I support, you know, Mexicans, whatever. You know, we're all Americans.
What about Asians? She didn't say Asians. Oh, she is
Because we
racist.
have a different outer shell doesn't mean that we're any different on the inside.
So you do support Black Lives Matter as a statement.
As a statement, yes.
Like you don't have any problem saying that.
No, you know, and that's the thing is black lives do matter, and white lives, and blue lives, and yellow lives, and green lives, and whatever. You know, all lives matter. You know.
So the whole notion that Black lives are saying Black Lives Matter because they don't feel like they matter as much as other identities here in America, you support that?
Well, you
Windy
know, see,
outside.
that's the thing is, that's where the ideology and the misconception comes into play with regards to the oppression. You know, people are they're self-oppressing themselves, and that's where you know, with the BLM organization, they are basically using the race card to make a statement and go out and you know, protest, which is all fine and dandy, but to say that Black Lives Matter and not say that all lives matter, to me is racist, if you ask me.
Even though you agree that there's inequities going on.
Right, and that's the thing is, I do believe that Black Lives Matter. I do believe there are inequities. Our system is broken. All right, it's been run.
Racism does exist.
You know, it's interesting because I actually talked to a friend of mine who is a black man, and I asked him this morning. I said, "What are your thoughts about systemic racism?" And he,
because Cope doesn't believe in it.
No, and that's the thing. It is non-existent, right? So, yeah.
What is racism then?
You know, it's interesting because I've been called a racist by black people.
Why?
Because I don't
'Cause you're white.
necessarily support the Marxist organization.
You're racist 'cause you're
I support
white.
the fact that they're black.
Duh.
But if they're feeling oppressed, then that's their own self-oppression. Because
Why are there dumpsters in the
you know
road
what?
in Eugene?
I'm
What are those
white,
dumpsters there
and
for?
I am not privileged. I can tell you right now, I'm as poor as they come.
Don't
and
eat
I
at
know
buffets
I have
because the
friends who
food
are
goes
black.
bad too fast.
They're
Not like eating buffets. You
so
100%
the
get
systemic
sick.
racism and all that
Mexican
sort of
buffets.
thing is, I think it's just a crock. It's a crock of shit. And ultimately, it's one of those things that is being used to cause a division within the races. And
COVID buffet.
up,
Yum.
you know, I mean, the word systemic racism, when I first heard it, I'm like, what the hell is this crap? You know?
They got those
I
little
grew up
windows
here in
there above the
America,
food.
and
Like COVID catchers? Or is that what the masks are?
as an
Are
American,
masks considered
you know,
COVID catchers?
Despite color of skin, you know, all of my friends are of different colors and races and creeds, and I love them all, you know? So when I was growing up, there wasn't, you know, yeah, there was racism, but it wasn't, people weren't riding the oppression train. They were actually going out and getting a job and doing something to change that. And
there were some movements though, right? Like civil rights movements, things like that.
yeah. You know, and so the mentality, the slave mentality, a lot of people, you know, they might be trying to use that as a way of trying to get a point across. But you know, that's the thing is it's like they're hashing up old
If you've seen
stuff,
what this man looks like, he's
and
not much of a man.
As far as I'm concerned, we done dealt with all that stuff a long time ago.
Can I ask you one personal question?
Sure.
Do you believe your daughter being a black woman, like how old is she?
She's 14.
You heading out,
14.
Maple?
Do you believe that she has a different lived experience than maybe you have had because of her identity, and if there's anything to do with different types of racism that may include systemic or not?
Have a good night. Thanks again for the dollars.
You know, I have. She's had an instance at school before where somebody was teasing her about her hair, you know, sort of thing. But see, that's where ignorance comes in. You know what I'm saying? Or if people are teaching their kids hate, which is totally.
She suffered racism then.
You know, I would say yes. Yes.
You think she has
And
problems
so,
at the airport?
You know, it's one of those things that it should not be around anymore. You know, it should not be even a thought or a mentality. You know what I'm saying?
But you
I'm
don't
working on
believe,
it,
like,
Maple.
Some of those people who have those ignorant views, lack of experience, like you said, don't end up being people who make decisions for our country later on that could maybe create a
I
systemically
gotta work on my
racist,
non-live content.
government?
No, this
I hear
woman
what
here
you're
with
saying. So that's where, there's always one bad apple in the whole bunch, whether it's cops, whether it's BLM, Antifa. Don't even get me started on them, because they're just pure evil, and it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, if you're in a group of people, there's going to be one person, who is either going to cause a scene or, cause a problem. Or just not.
Yeah, I appreciate that. What just to wrap up, 3 favorite things about Culp's campaign?
Oh my goodness. I would have to say number 1 is.
I'm not a violent person or anything, but if I had to punch one streamer, it'd probably be Adam, just because there's just something about him. I don't know how. I don't think anybody likes Adam.
And I know that Culp will reinstate our rights,
Adam.
and let us do what we do, being free Americans. Secondly, I would say
there's just something about him, like I just
he's very
can't see how anybody could stand him.
And,
yeah, they're marching again in Eugene.
He really
They got a decent size. They got like a Portland-sized crowd in Eugene.
And that would definitely be
They've been picking it up down there.
Actually, it should be number 1. is he believes in the people. He cares about
Seattle, I
people,
can't tell because all they do is
and,
keep showing the girl with the
you know, he's
purple
just
hair.
Really, he's the right guy for the job. You know, I'm really excited because I know he's going to win, and I'm just looking forward to what's going to happen with our state. You know, I'm really excited that you know, things are going to change.
Well, I hope you don't move you and your daughter to a bunker. I hope things come out better for you than that.
Right.
I really like your piercings.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What was your name?
My name's Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
My name's Angela.
And then, yeah, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you sharing with me.
Yeah,
yeah, I love the conversation. Thank you.
all right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll
right.
post it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going home now. I'm gonna make some highlights. I don't want to be the last one here.
I wonder if half those people that are out there in Eugene are University of Oregon students.
Just if you can walk with me to the car. I'll hang up after I get to my car.
Yeah, Rose is sticking away from ever since the night she got arrested. I think that was a wake-up call. She's still Antifa and everything like that, but I think she decided to go a different direction.
Oh my God. I'm power walking. I am not trying to get abducted by one of the 200 Ford F-150s here.
She made her page private.
If you guys like the interview format, can you spam a thumbs up if you want me to continue to do these? I'm not trying to agitate. I'm asking them questions. I'm curious. I'm gonna push back if I hear something that sounds like a little bit of a contradiction.
Who knows? Maybe ICE did get her.
You know what I mean?
But you know who else I haven't seen for a little bit? Militant Mom.
I'm saying Dave because I don't really want to say they. And to be honest, they don't know what day is. Dave is what they hear in their head anyway, so whatever. Alright. I'm about to try to head home. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please, one more time, really appreciate the support.
Day waste. I caught part of it. I was trying to get banned from RX, but it didn't work. I asked RX if she was pregnant, and they deleted my comment, but they didn't ban me. All right, people, what's the plan? I don't see anything happening in Eugene. The police have been following them all night. Seattle, if anything happens, you won't see it anyways, because all that streamer does is show the drummers. What are my thoughts on the Arbery case? I think it's a very sickening, unfortunate event. And I think it shows that, yes, we still do have some deep-seated racism in the country. Do I think we have widespread racism, white on black racism? No, I think racism, the deeper you get into the into a certain ethnicity, you see more racism because that's all they know. And I think that goes for any ethnicity. You go deep into strictly white neighborhood type places, you see a lot more racism. South, obviously, you see a little bit more racism just from the history down there. You go into a predominantly black neighborhood that's pretty much straight black. And I'm not saying every person there is going to be racist. I'm not even saying the majority of them are going to be racist, but you're going to run into that racism there. You go into a heavily prominent Hispanic neighborhood. And, I mean, if you go into a neighborhood or an area that is predominant of one ethnicity, and that's pretty much it, you're going to run into racism. And like I said, that's any ethnicity. But everybody likes to point to whites because whites are the most common ones to get blamed. You need just one good stream to make us famous? Well, that one girl, you know what you need to do? You need to mix up your streams. And in the evening, do some ASMR. Get yourself one of those low-cut shirts or whatever. And just, like, get into your microphone and be like, "Hi, how you doing?" Or whatever they say. There's some of them where they'll be like licking the microphone or something. I don't know. That just goes to show you that there's a lot of sickos in this world, because those channels seem to have a lot of viewers. Like if you browse like just chatting, you'll see the ASMR. You can just search in ASMR and you'll see like they'll have like hundreds of viewers, and it's like, what the heck? That one girl, you know what you should do? You should set up an area, whether it's in the garage or something like that, with a pole, and do pole dancing. You don't have to like strip it. You don't have to get in trouble with toss whatever, but you can do like pole dancing, and you can just call it like exercising or something. I bet you get people watching that and donating. Because there's a lot of places in the country that have like strippers that don't actually strip. Hey Marjorie, how you doing? Yeah, we're trying to cut it back, the streams for the riot streams. We're trying to cut them back to like Friday and Saturdays unless something pops up. And then during the week, I've been trying to do like game streaming. Like I've been playing a game on Twitch called, or it's not on Twitch, but I've been streaming on Twitch, a game called Phasmophobia, the fear of ghosts. See, that one girl, there's your trick right there. So, this is how you do it. You do full-on pole dancing on your streams, and then you do videos of the regular type dancing stuff, and you put those on a OnlyFans, and so the people that come to you see your regular dancing can pay $25 a month to go have access to your OnlyFans stuff. Think about that. 4 people do your OnlyFans, $25 a month. That's $100 a month for you. You probably get 50 people to do it. What's 50 times 25? Where's the quick math? Hey Pam, how you doing? So think about that. 50 people, and that's a small number. I honestly believe that would be a small number. If you did like plain pole dancing on Twitch, and then had an OnlyFans that had the stuff you know how to do, and you charge $25 a month for the access to it, and you get like upload like one video a week or whatever on it or something like that, you'd have at least, I would bet once your regular stream got popular on it, and they found out about the OnlyFans one, I bet you 50 would be a very minimum number that you would get to sign up for that. And you can do like the $25 a month on it. That's $1,250 a month for that. Yeah, you got 10,000. Let's say you got 200 people to join your OnlyFans. So if you got 200 people to sign up for your OnlyFans at $25 a month, that would net you. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. That would net you $5,000 a month. Could you do $5,000 a month? And that's just the money you would be getting from the OnlyFans. And so then you go back to the Twitch and you have your regular clean streams. You would have everybody subscribing, doing bits, doing hype trains and everything like that. You'd be making money from that. And the donations on top of that. You could read the Bible while you're swinging on the pole. I have a Nintendo, or no, I don't have a Nintendo 64. I have a Super NES in the closet. I should do that too, Kelly. I should do pole dancing. I would break the pole. Nobody wants to see me naked. $2,500 for private content. See, you get big enough, that one girl, we might have to up it up from $25 a month to $50 a month. So if I did a nude OnlyFans for $50 a month, you guys would join? Then you guys would turn around and sue me for like burning your eyes out.
What are you gonna do? I'll buy you some more food.
I can hear like like the Beavis sound. If somebody saw me naked, we're like, ah! You know how like when he's like freaks out or whatever.
Did you think I had him in my pocket? What? Did you think? No, I was just wondering what you did with it. I'm fucking hungry. I mean, we'll get some food.
do a bathtub scene where like the water's like, it's got my head out of the water and then my belly's like sticking out of the water and my knees are sticking out of the water, my toes are sticking out of the water. Is that what you want? A bathtub full of red vines. That'd be a waste of red vines. You've seen a meme. You know, if I had like a huge channel and the money, because you know they got those YouTube channels out there where they'll do all those crazy activities and crazy events, like where they destroy stuff or whatever. Like if I had the money, then I'd probably do one of those red vine things, but I don't have the money to do that. That's insane. You gonna put me in a bathtub with Jaya? No, you didn't. They didn't put me in. Did? Oh yeah, we were all in there. I think we were all in there. You pay me to eat red vines. I could have sworn there was one more red vine. Where did it go? Friday night fun at Andazant. You are now entering the Zant Zone. I think I need to fix my mic so I don't blow you guys' ears out. Fix my filters. Let's see, what do I want? Compressor? No. I should make commercials? Oh, it is? Okay, that works. I always worry because like it'll blow up into the red, and I'm worried about you guys having it turned up to like be able to hear like the streams or something, and then all of a sudden here I come blah, and blow your ears out. Just hit that thumb. We like the thumbs. We like the subs too. Hey, thanks for the $10 dono on PayPal. You know who you are. I shout out your name if you want, but I don't know if you want your name out there. Because Portland is getting tired of them. So they're working on Eugene now. There's some really liberal parts of Eugene. They're probably over by the college. Yeah, Eugene has University of Oregon there. Out of the streets and into your job. It's the Andy. There is a wind advisory tonight. It says it's south, 5 miles per hour, but I think that's kind of a under measurement. I can hear it pretty windy out there. It's not 75 windy like Delta. Delta's Hurricane 1 right now going into Louisiana. 75 mile per hour winds. How does that guy still have a battery going in that little car? I thought those things only lasted like 15 minutes. I bet you some of them are college students. Yeah, I think that's his wife, Kelly. I don't know a whole lot about him. I didn't really start watching the streams until or watching the riots or protests, whatever, until I found the villain downtown Portland. I pulled him up one night and he was interviewing somebody, and I was like, "Oh, these are pretty good questions. He's asking some pretty good questions." I think I might have seen a couple other streamers. I don't know who they were, but no, I felt villain had some pretty good questions or asking pretty good questions and stuff. And then when he got ran out of, I didn't know who Portland Andy was, and I started hearing more about him about the time when villain got ran out of Portland, and then and then he met up with Andy, and they ended up doing their thing, and that's when I started watching Portland Andy. And then people were like wanting to watch streams before Portland Andy came on, so I started trying to do like an early stream, and the plan was to turn off the stream when Andy came on. That way, there was like wasn't like the competition, or whatever. And then the second night I did that, Andy took the night off, whatever. So I ended up staying on, and then from that point on, I was pretty much on all night, every night. And that's where this came, and that's how I was born. Yep.
Shout out, Bear Gang.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for holding tight. While we're fucking here.
No Asphalt Pirates. I wonder if they got ran out.
Zuli, you're watching from the crowd?
Yeah, they did. The Discord over there did a really good job promoting me and everything. I tried not to post my channel over there because I didn't feel comfortable with it. But times when he wouldn't be on and people were looking for streams.
If anybody's watching and you actually want to be a mod for my stream, I'm looking for mods for my stream. It's not huge or anything.
Julian Protest Panda Okahama is looking for mods for his stream, in case you're interested. Yeah, I can really tell on nights when Andy isn't streaming and when Freight Broker's not streaming, or when they end their streams, because my numbers will jump up. There's been some really kind of busy nights where neither of them were streaming, and those are the nights where I end up getting like upwards to 150 viewers. But it really shows when they're online or not online.
Okay. Still, thank you for participating in the stream. I appreciate it.
Right, Dubs? I heard there was some issues with that in Portland.
And please, if you guys watch streams that are in other cities, I always love to follow the other live streamers just to see their style and kind of how they cover things.
Oh yeah. Well, I know Wheels was out earlier this week, so there was a set. I don't know if you guys were aware, but there was a setup earlier this week where the black conservative preacher and some people that went to Red Robin and the waitress sent out posted a message on her Facebook that
check them out. I appreciate everyone's participation.
they posted a message on Facebook, whatever, that she was serving a bunch of she was serving a bunch of Proud Boys, and people were commenting on there to put hand sanitizer in the food and stuff like that. And so there was a big deal about that. They wanted the girl fired, and then they wanted the owner fired, or not the owner, but the manager fired, because while they were waiting to get their money back, the manager called the police on them. Oh, I'm on the big TV. How you doing, Ashbury? So yeah, so they set up a thing to go out there earlier this week to protest because the waitress was claiming online that she wasn't fired, even though Red Robin said that she was, and they wanted consequences for the manager too. And so what they did is they said they were going to go back to that location and protest, but instead they went to a different location and did a flag wave. Yeah, if you look up Andrew, if you look up Rebel, Black Rebel, he's got a film of it. Let me see if I can find.
Y'all better say that shit louder. Her killer just right under the oath. It's fucking Breeway or the freeway. Breeway. I said Breeway. I said Breeway. Or the freeway. I said Breeway.
Trying to find his. I don't see his video for the Red Robin event. I got the one for the pro where they went back and protested, but I don't see the one where going with the girl. Uh-oh, that one girl's on her way.
I can't imagine being in a position of just like sitting out on your balcony, just like drinking a beer or whatever, and the protest just goes by and you just like stare at it.
If anything, here's Black Rebel's YouTube channel. You can at least see the protest that went on after that. And then
Peons from the window.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I can't imagine hearing a protest like this outside and just feeling, oh look, there's a protest.
But yeah, so they went to a different Red Robin, and they knew that Antifa, including Wheels and Ninja, PDX Ninja, were at the Red Robin waiting for them at the one they thought they were going to. And so Black Conservative Preacher went live in his car and said, yeah, so we know Antifa's there waiting for us to show up for this event, but guess what? We're not there. That's not the one we're going to. So have fun. You can come find us. We can play some hide and seek. And they went and did their flag wave, and there was like one Antifa sitting across the street in the car, and that was it. I heard a couple weren't feeling too well, but I don't know if they ever went and got checked out or anything. It could have been psychological. I don't know, but I didn't hear if there was any specific illness attached to it. Chances are, I don't think she did anything to the food. She was probably just trying to get attention on Facebook.
That shit's like nice.
But it appears it cost her job, so.
Their ivory tower.
Yeah, they all got their money back. They got their tips back.
How much those fucking apartments
there was one person that was one person left that was waiting to get their money back, and the rest of them were out front waiting for him, and the manager called the police on him.
Say that louder. Even louder. Say that louder. Even louder.
Let's see.
Even louder. Whose lives matter?
Awesome.
Andrew.
Thank you. Coming to you
Duncan.
live from Eugene, Oregon.
Let's see.
Say it louder. Say it louder. Even louder.
Whoa.
Say even louder. Even louder.
There was a Baltimore officer attacked and knocked unconscious. And he was black.
Black people, they matter here. Black people, they matter here. Say black people, they matter here.
Did you, anybody hear about that?
Cops in the racist system. No good cops in the racist system. No black protesters in the revolution. No black protesters in the racist system. No good cops in the racist system. No black protesters in the revolution. No bad protesters in the revolution. No good cops in the racist system. No bad cops in the
Let's
racist
see.
system. No bad protesters in the revolution.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to find that video.
No bad protesters in the revolution. No bad protesters in the revolution. No good cops in the racist system. No good cops in the racist system. No bad protesters in the revolution. No bad protesters in the revolution. No good cops in the racist.
Do you want to run up to the car? Do you want to run to the car? Just walk back.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to bring the car to the lorry?
No, it's okay. If you want to. It's yeah, fuck it. It's fine.
Boopity boop. And how do you spell fascist? And how do you spell racist?
See, Kearns.
And how do you spell Nazi?
Yeah, guys. So,
And how do you spell
obviously, I'm trying to grow my numbers a bit when it comes to streaming.
Yeah, what's funny though is none of them there were
I'm
Proud Boys,
definitely
and
looking
you're
for
saying
mods
that they
of any
were
sort, or anybody who has extra free time.
dealing with Proud Boys
I
there.
probably live stream honestly a couple times a week, but you know, hopefully more.
Here we go.
I try to balance it with work and everything else. So. Thank you so much, Valerie. I really appreciate that, and I will be sure to inbox you and give you some of my contact info, just for the basic stuff.
There's a video from Red Robin. Who's that? That officer? Yeah, it pisses me off too because Red Robin's like my favorite place. Even though there's
Thank you, Bill.
2 meals I get from there. I get the Whiskey River barbecue chicken wrap. That's really good. I get it in the wrap. They do it like in a spinach tortilla. And then I do the Royal Robin burger with the egg on it and everything. It's messy, but it is so good. Yum. Lifetime supply of red vines from Red Robin. Supposed to cut back on my red vines.
Breaking out. Shut it
I wonder if they're allowed to do this for so long, and then the cops are going to say, okay, it's 11 o'clock, it's midnight, whatever. Time to shut you guys down. I bet you they're going through a more liberal neighborhood, though, because they've done this in the past, and it didn't work out well for them because they went into a more conservative neighborhood. But I don't think they were like in Eugene. I think they were outskirts of Eugene. I think I'll probably go for about maybe a half hour longer and sit here chit chat and watch them. Because it's the only chance they have. Somebody brought the PPP chant sheet. What we need is a bunch of like stink bombs or something to throw out into the street they can walk on. It's not a very big group. They look like maybe 50. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Yeah, it's because it's wonderful language that you guys use. Very mature and adultish. Probably about 100, you think? Could be. I've never been the best with like judging the crowd size. Sorry, what? What are you sorry about? It's one thing, like, yeah, like if you're doing a stream or if you're doing something separate or whatever, but like when you're sitting there chanting it loud, and especially going through a residential neighborhood, you got kids there. They don't need to be hearing that. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they probably hear it, but you don't need to give them more reason to. So we should find all the Antifa places and do a Yelp review on them.
I know all y'all got a phone.
Let's go get those flashes.
No, because they were told not to take their phones. What are you guys doing with your phones? You're not supposed to bring your phones. Didn't you get the memo?
There we go.
Yeah, Nikki, there's been cops everywhere.
You know what commercials you'll never see anymore? Remember the old steak sauce commercials? New York City, get a rope. Bet you won't see those anymore. Actually, I haven't seen them for a long time, but I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Yes, I should be back on tomorrow, Kelly. El Paso salsa. Is that what it was? I think you're right. Hey, nope, you're wrong. Pace picante. Is it a moment of silence or something? Good night, Kelly. Love you. What the heck? What'd you guys do? You broke it. You broke it. We're back.
That person sleeping in that fucking RV. About to wake the fuck up in that RV. That's for goddamn.
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
He said one hell of a way to wake up in an RV. That's what Kevin was just like. They really just like, they just came and picked your RV. Just
Here. What? Dang it. I messed it up. Hold on.
Hey, Cookie, more pecani sauce. This ain't paste pecani sauce. What's the difference? Cookie, paste pecani sauce is made in San Antonio with fresh vegetables and spices by people who know what pecani sauce is supposed to taste like.
This stuff's made in New York City?
New York City?
Get a rope.
Pick up the original pecani sauce. Pick up the pace.
Yeah, you know you don't see that
Are they
anymore.
missing the tear gas? Is that why you're doing it? Doing what? Oh, blowing your vape into your screen. Oh, he blew a flat cloud. Yeah.
New York City. Get a rope.
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matters?
You guys imagine sleeping in that RV? That'd be one hell of a fucking way to wake up. You didn't know this was coming back to the park. You just wake up by a bunch of people silently walking up and then start cheering and protesting.
I appreciate all the people that have been here since the beginning that stuck around.
Do you even vape, bro? Brad's challenging you. He said, do you even vape, bro?
Dude, I've been vaping for about like 4 years of my life.
Hell yeah. He vapes, bro.
And keep us safe. Yeah, we're back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Maybe at 7.
I know, guys. I don't know if we'll make it till 11 o'clock.
Come mingle at 6. Come mingle at 6. We're gonna move at 6.
I know, right, babe?
So, yeah, if you don't know who we are, because you got our homes, your first time marching, we're a Black Unity. If you want to know when events will be, you can follow.
I think what we might do is we might call it good for the night. Power through to 11.
Our Twitter is eblock_unity.
I gotta go figure out where to download GTA 5.
At what time?
Where do you download that from?
Middle at 6, March at 7.
Yeah, if you care about 7.
Oh, that's on stream?
Tomorrow, mark my words, I will be on 5:30.
Yep.
Can we see a show of hands again for those that have not yet registered to vote? It's okay if you haven't, because you can do it in 10 minutes tonight. You can be done tonight.
I mean, I'll be real.
Anyways, if you
Steam,
need to register
stream,
to vote, please find
same
me
difference.
tonight. I have a QR code on my phone. You can just take a picture of it. It will take you to a website. Literally takes 10 minutes. If that. So please come find me. This is really fucking important. Okay, thank you.
It's a lot easier and quicker than signing up for Pornhub, I'll tell you that.
Grand Theft Auto 5 for $29.99. Is that what it is?
Just as rewarding. Yeah.
We're gonna meet here at 6. Probably gonna make it at 6. Oh, 5:30. 5:30. Okay. So.
There's not going to be like a new one coming out that I buy this one and there's all of a sudden a new one out there, is there?
Not that one.
Did I hear Pornhub? Yeah.
All right. One more time, round of applause for the people that came out and helped in the streets. I cannot stress how important that is, and it takes a lot of courage when you got an angry guy.
Any boop in Chicago yet? I don't think so. Do you stream down there?
Props, y'all.
Do you stream in Chicago, Randy?
I know most of you heard it. Who here has seen anything about the flash mobs and shit like that we've done? Anyone?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's been some really cool shit. So, those things are on Facebook. They don't get advertised. If you want to be part of some
Cheat codes.
direct action type shit.
GTA 6 leaks, release date,
Your signal information.
rumors, maps.
Don't contact me. I can't help you. Message me your signal information. You wouldn't believe it on people.
You ever been? Nope. Well, pretty dope, dude.
Midas
Missing
Wild
out.
on Facebook. I would love to get y'all involved. We got some shit coming up next week, and I need about 50
Announced
people.
for the PS5.
Fuck up, please.
I said that signing up for the ballot is a lot easier and quicker than signing up for a Pornhub membership.
Yeah, if this is your first time out and you're interested in being a youth activist, you can also come and find me. Yeah, don't go home alone, especially women.
You will go with me?
Yeah, so if you need a ride,
If I'm ever down there, Randy.
You want to go with me?
I've never been to Chicago.
I'll be here at 5:30.
Alright.
So,
I've got it here, but I'm not going to download it yet because I don't want it to draw down the stream.
but, alright.
Plays basketball.
You say,
He gets dribbled on.
Oh, you'll get me leveled up real quick, huh?
He's pretty good.
Is that the game where you can like go into the car with the girl and like
Darling,
car
I like
will
that
like shake
Seahawks,
or bounce, whatever?
Profile picture. Fuck yeah, brother. Seahawks. Yeah, brother. Fuck yeah, brother.
Is that how you're going to level me up?
I said we got our back, I said we got our back. And I said, oh yeah. When I say we always got, y'all say we always need. And I say we got our back, y'all say we got our back. I say we keep us safe, y'all say we keep us safe. Okay.
Nice that he was sleeping standing RV.
Is that what he said?
Who got our back? Who got our back?
He's definitely not sleeping anymore.
We all we got.
Oh.
We got. We all we got.
Red Robin on their Twitter says that she was fired. Her social media, she said she wasn't fired.
We keep us safe. Black lives matter.
Likely she was. She's probably just trying to save face.
Follow Trey, Boom Troop, Eugene.
If anyone needs a ride home, I have 4 seats.
Where are you at, buddy?
Nara, Reicher on Facebook.
4 seats right here.
Oh, yeah.
If you need a ride home.
We got. You can send me a. Is that? Do you just stream on your personal account?
Yeah, I have a DJ page. I think I'm gonna start streaming after this.
Okay. Just,
Yeah, her name is Brooke.
yeah. Well,
Brooke
you
something.
should
I don't
just
know.
make like a page dedicated to streaming. Just like make a page and then I'll. When you ever go live, just.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean,
I'll
that'd
make
just be
you-
like a
I'll,
lawsuit
like, make
waiting
you
to
an editor
happen.
on the page or something, so that way you can just share your stream.
So it
live or
doesn't seem
something.
like anybody
Or just
sues
shoot me a
around
message
here.
whenever you go live. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one moment this country's like sue happy, and now like nobody sues.
Yeah. Might as well use it. Yeah.
It's fun to meet you.
Yeah. You as well. Yeah. Be safe.
If I was
See you next
one
time.
of these groups
You
that
ever go to
I had the
Portland at
city
all?
council and everybody continuously calling me a white supremacist and saying I'm alt-right, violent person or whatever, I would sue them like crazy for defamation.
When I have the day off, I go up there, but like 9 times out of 10 I don't.
Do you have a day off tomorrow?
No, I fucking work till 9.
Damn.
I know.
I am that group.
Yeah, I think I'm going up there tomorrow.
I'm not a proud boy. I'm not a
It's so
patriot
funny
prayer. I'm
because I
not.
actually tried to message you on Facebook
Oh,
a while
really?
ago. and everybody keeps telling me it's like, oh, Trey gets so many messages.
Yeah, just keep sending them. If we're not friends on Facebook, and then it'll be in my.
Oh, sexy.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. I'm probably going to get in trouble for that, aren't I? That dude showed his nipple.
Something like that. I don't know. Well, yeah, get home safe. Hit me up if you if you have a weekend off or something. Just spam me on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll do
post
it.
on my wall or something. So.
All right, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, get home safe.
Yeah. The funniest thing out there is how Antifa uses fascism to fight fascism.
Oh, I forgot this one was on. Nice lips.
You put one in there?
Look down inside the pocket. He's like looking up at you all angry. Look in there.
Oh yeah, I know what it is, but...
Well, I drew angry eyes on him. He's like...
But see, I'm like, maybe if they started suing like the city of Portland for like the signs that they put out, the defamation and all that stuff, then maybe the city would stop being stupid and making stupid statements and do something. But they don't do that.
Well, what about the one tonight? Is there still one? Did they do anything?
You can't sue them
Probably
individually.
already done. It was pretty. What time is it right now?
They're protected.
Does anybody know anything about the other direct action march downtown Eugene? Are they doing anything? They were supposed to meet at the Freedom Plaza at 8:30 and march at 9. We were kind of close to their area for a little bit, like when they were supposed to go, but I never saw them. But do you guys know anything about that? Are they still doing anything?
You guys should have got me falling out of the truck, and you guys should have got me dying when I fell out of the truck. Yeah. And then you guys should have got me when I was almost towards the end when I decided to take hits off of a puff bar and put it under my mask, and then I got out and started
Well,
dying again.
I think they're about done.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I have infinite life, so.
It's like a cat.
I don't get STDs. That makes sense. I get more lives.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude.
8 claps and then you're done.
Jeez Louise.
Is that blade legal? What's the legal length in Oregon?
How's Portland looking? How's Portland? I don't know. I think I'm still connected. I'll check Woke real quick.
I know that's supposed to be like a speech thing.
Good night, Day Waste.
Podcast or something.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. They're done in Eugene. There's like no streamers left that I'm seeing.
Huh?
I mean, I see a guy in Waukesha in his car in Wisconsin, and that's it. So, I think I am going to call it a night. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you for all the awesome donos. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the merchandise. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you so much. I can.
You're a boob troop,
you guys
Scott.
make this worthwhile. It can be the slowest night ever, and you guys make this fun. I really appreciate it, and it's just growth from here. Continue to grow, continue to learn.
Boop boop.
continue
Shout
to
out
change,
Woke.
and
What's up, y'all?
we keep going.
Boop. We get a boop
I'm
troop.
gonna get on
Biggity,
tomorrow
biggity.
night, see how things go, and if things are like slow tomorrow night, maybe I mean, if it's dead like this or worse, then who knows? Maybe I will kill this and stream the game or something. You guys can watch me get scared. I know that one girl and Kelly were watching me get scared the other day. I can't do that game by myself. Or maybe we can get that one girl online to play some GTA 5. How many people can do GTA 5 at once? Is it just a couple people, or can you get multiple people in there, or how does that work? But yeah, when I play like the game like Phasmophobia and stuff, you can have up to 4 people. So I have 3 people that have that game that want to play. That's like a $13.99. you guys can join in on that. It'd be fun. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait. See, when you're over there watching Live Now Media and you miss what I'm saying, we can have like 13 people. All right. But we'll figure that out more. Maybe we can figure something out with that. Maybe we can do a GTA night or something. So like during the week, when we're doing non-protest stuff during the week, maybe we can do like a GTA night. We can do a Phantasmophobia or I don't know what it is. Phasmophobia night. Yeah. I would be playing on PC, yes. PS4? I do have a PS4. I don't have a capture card, though. I would have to invest in a capture card, but I never play my PS4. My PS4 sits here and collects dust. I tried playing like Warzone on it. I tried playing the only thing I play on there is football sometimes. Madden. But yeah, thank you guys. I love you all. You guys are awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the conversations, the talk, the feedback, everything. You guys rock. I love you. Have a good night.